Alright, well, I'm not sure where we're gonna go from Fairkrog just yet. But, let's start by checking what's... I could have sworn I went in here last time. Maybe I reloaded or something for some reason. And never came back. And redid it. Well, anyways. Right, I don't think there's anything left on this map for us. So let's just head back. To the city. I need to, yeah. Before anything else, I need to sell some of my stuff. My inventories are full.
I'm ready, I think.
If we are going to pay the Blood Scalp a visit, Artorias, perhaps we should not wait so long. Perhaps we might pay the Guildmaster a visit, yes?
Hello, friends. Might I have a word away from the ears of others? I would impart a fine business your way.
1 second. That seems like a hint that I should get going for Yoshimo's sake. Well, very well. Let me sell some stuff and then we can talk to your guildmaster, I guess, Yoshimo. Now, who are you, Valen? Fine bit of business, huh? Would you now? And what might this be?
Well, truthfully, it is not for me to say. At least, not in full measure. My mistress would have words with you about concerns you have no doubt developed on your own.
Are you one of the vampire ladies?
She has watched you for a time, though she is not the only one. Those that you are asked to trust spy as openly or more so, and she offers a solution to your problems of privacy, among others.
Yeah, I kind of figured people probably had their eye on me, but...
She is worthy of your trust. If you feel worthy of hers, come to the graveyard district in the near future, and she will speak her offer. Make your visit after the sky has darkened.
Yeah.
She will not be there before then.
Almost certainly one of the vampire ladies. And who shall I say has sent me? I do not wish to be seen as an intruder.
I am Valen, but she will not need as such when you arrive. She will know it is you. Farewell. We shall meet again.
Very well, then. Meeting with Valen's mistress. Oh! Another messenger. Miss Nalia Deonis? Yes, that's my name. What can I do for you, son? I have a message for you, Miss Nalia, from the residents of the Deonis estate. I must get an imprint of your signet ring to prove I found you. Of course, you have done well. Thank you, Miss Nalia, though I do hate to be the bearer of somber news. Here is your message. Safe travels to you. Let's see what this says then, shall we? Oh my. What? I must go to the graveyard district in Athkatla at once. All other concerns must wait. I'm sorry, but I must insist upon this. Day or night? What is your concern? It must be quite grave. Going to the graveyard. Quite grave. That's too soon, I know. Probably. I can't simply about face and charge off without first knowing why. Yeah, what is your concern? You are more correct than you might have wished, but I forgive your ignorance. The message is about my father's funeral. I must go to the graveyard district. Then we shall go as soon as mortally possible. I would not dream of letting you miss it. Yeah, I'm not going to make you miss your dad's funeral. Thank you. I do appreciate this. It seems I owe you another debt of gratitude.
Who are you?
Just one after the other. Guess I've spent too long away from the city. Fairkrog was keeping me. I'm sorry, messengers. Excuse me, sir. You look like a warrior. Are you a warrior? Could you help me? Feels like I can't enter the city without just tasks mounting up. Minsk and Boo are the greatest warriors, small one. I will crush your foes into little foe-shaped chunky bits. He really does have a way with words. Who dares pick on you? Just point the way. I don't have any foes, sir. What's the matter, kid? No foes? I am relieved. I trust those who prey on children no farther than they can be thrown. Even if I manage to throw them pretty far, and I throw them, I shall. Boo wonders what you need a warrior for when you have no foes. Boo is very insightful. Sniffle. I am lost, sir. I was sent to find somebody who could help my village. But I've had all my things stolen and nobody can help me. Where is this village? What? Boo is outraged. See his fury. It's small, so look close. Trust me, it's there. What is small, or what's wrong with your village, small one? How can we heroes help? I'm from Imnisville in the Umar Hills. People have been disappearing, huh? What could be the cause? Some of them have turned up, but they've all turned inside out and mad. They've turned inside out. Are we talking literally here? And if that's the case, I think they're more than mad. I think they're dead. Minsk has been inside out and angry before, and it is never a good thing. Sometimes it frightens even Boo. Once again, literally? If so, then it would have been with, why am I Irenicus. I was forgetting his name for a second. No, not mad as in angry, sir. Mad as in crazy. We're not dealing with, like, eldritch gods, are we? 'Cause that would suck. Oh, Minsk has never been crazy. If you say so, Minsk. If you say so. No, sir. Being inside out was bad enough. Is there more, little boy? And even worse. People say they've seen strange beasts out in the hills. Everyone's so frightened. There's even talk about that Umar herself has returned. I don't recognize the name. Name of a god. Then heroes are certainly needed. Or maybe a monster. Heroes like Minsk and Boo and Artorias. Where's your village, small one? Shall we save the day? Or together we shall save the day. I could show you where it is on your map. I'm sure Minister Lloyd would be ever so grateful if you could aid the village. Everyone is terribly frightened. Nothing removes fear better than a good sword and a swift kick in the evil. Shall we go to your village and do what heroes do, right? Artorias? Right you are, Minsk. As long as the reward is decent. Now, Artorias, that's not how you do it. You save them first and then demand payment after. Once they're so grateful they can't resist. I don't know if we have the time, but we'll see. No, we'll head there. You would? Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. When you get to Imnisvale, talk to Minister Lloyd. He can tell you everything else. Thank you, sir. Hopefully it's not a trap. We shall go and save the village for the boy. I will crush the evil, all of the evil, even the small rodent-sized evil, although that is more of Boo's job. And Boo will do it fantastically, I'm sure. I hope you intend to go to this village soon, Artois. A visit to Greener Lands would be welcome after our trek through this. We literally just came from Greener Lands, Shahira. We met a dragon there, did you already forget? One after the other. Wow. Excuse me, miss, but you would be named Airy, yes? The young elven lass that was Quayle's apprentice in the circus? That'd be her. Well, yes. Why? Has something happened to Uncle Quail? What is this about? Well, if so, then we have 3 things in the graveyard to see. Oh, no. Nothing's happened to him, miss. He gave me a very good description of you. In fact, and asked me to track you down. He mentioned that you and your new companions may be able to help him out with something, and asks that you return to the circus to see him as soon as you can, miss. Uncle Quail needs my help? Then we should go back to the circus. Oh, Artorias, please. I couldn't bear the thought of him needing me and not being able to go. Please. Very well, but I can't be split 4 ways. Well, I've done as I were asked, miss, so I really should be going. A good day to you all. Is that the last one? I just had to say something. I didn't think I'd be talking to you louts again, but I do what my Uncle Galen says whenever I can. Oh, I remember you, I think. I remember Galen, I think. Anyways, Galen Brails wants you to come see him before you go making any rash decisions. Says he wants to sweeten the deal. Oh, is this about the vampires? How would he know I have a decision to make? Am I being followed? Yeah. You run and tell him that I'll be there as soon as I can. Sure thing, but don't keep him waiting too long. I'll look like a liar if you don't show up to see him. Anyway, just go see Galen before you see, your new contact. I only get paid if I get you to see him, and it won't take long, you know. Is that the last one? Are you sure? Alright then. We have decisions to make. Right, so Yoshimo was getting antsy about the dock submission. And then... No, that one wasn't pressing. This one might be, but we're probably fine. At least going to the graveyard or something. Then Quail, after receiving a message from Quail, he was asked to go see him in the Promenade Circus tent as soon as possible. Right. And then Valen's mistress and Nalia's father. It's a funeral. Alright. Well, the first thing I was going to do was sell a bunch of my stuff, though. In the Adventurer Mart. Well, I have a couple arrows to identify, but other than that... Oh, and that two-handed sword is probably just a +1 or +2. I just sold a good, I think, almost, not quite, probably closer to 15K gold worth of stuff. I'm already well above what I needed for the, whatever bribe it was. Cool. Let's identify those stuff first, though. Yep, +1. That's kind of what I figured. And +1. Wonderful. Give those to Aerie. More +1s. Wonderful. Alright. And that's actually everything for identification. Any items now that I have a lot of money, like a bag of holding, maybe?
The Adventure Mart's the finest shop air and plain.
Anything really good? I remember they had good items. Staff of Rain +4. Jeez. There was a time when magic was distrusted even more so than now, and the burning of heretics was woefully common. Delmare, a witch from the swamplands near Mithrine, faced just such a fate when she was blamed for an unseasonable drought. You know, I think I read this one before. By dawn, the entire village was reduced to a black hole, save the burnt remnant of the pole. Yeah, I remember this one. It's a nice staff. No special abilities, which is unfortunate, but... Ooh, I might get a short bow plus... Someone was using just a regular short bow, so I might get a short bow plus 2. What is the strong arm, though? Property of Ranger Bear Paw. Oh, received it from a strangely benevolent ogre. Oh, it's plus 2, but it acts like a plus 3. It seems maybe it's because it's a composite bow or something. All right, both Nalia and Yoshima were using unupgraded short bows. Granted, for Nalia, it's not as important since it's not her primary mode of attack, but it'd still be nice to have a better short bow than that. There are some other good items there too, but
Yeah, if it must be done.
I don't want to blow all my money, especially when I have such a large expense coming. Now, there was someone else who sold stuff up here. Was it you?
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you.
Yes, please. Oh yeah, you had a bunch of good stuff. Ooh, the Robe of Vecna. I'm not sure if the armor class is better than the Archmage, but the casting speed by 4, I really kind of like. Sword of Baldur, is that? It's a plus 2 weapon, it looks like. What kind of weapon is it? Longsword? Probably not worth getting, not compared to my current weapons. Reflex Beholder Rays. Nice. Inherent Protection from Evil. Also nice. Ooh, and like a katana seemingly made for a mage fighter. A fire mage. Can memorize 1 extra first, second, third, and fourth level wizard spell. Plus 1 armor class as well. The sword was the weapon of choice of the famous Kithzere Dakon, who was killed by a powerful entity while working for a creature known as the Nameless One. It's only plus 2. Still, though. Compared to the Burning Earth, which is only plus 1. Actually, I don't think I'm proficient in katanas. Nope. Just long swords and bastard swords. Maybe I'll add katanas to the list if they're that good, though. You know, I just realized I'm still wearing the Mask of King Strom III. And I'm not sure if it ever actually helped me or not. I don't recall ever seeing any strange colors. For now, though, I think the Helm of Baldur is still better, yeah. And is still better than that other helm I saw there. Paradin is actually better than my flaming sword against most creatures, I think. Yeah, as long as they're not regenerating, cold using, or undead. Undead, this is still a plus 4 weapon, which makes it insane, but I can always keep both swords on hand. Now, this is interesting. So, plate mail, I don't think should be able to be worn by druids. But I guess because she's a fighter, she can. But then I noticed, I was thinking she wouldn't be able to use her druid spells anymore. But then I noticed this one is also not supposed to be usable by druids, but she can still use her spells, so I'm kind of curious if, with this equipped...
Yes?
No, she can still cast. Huh. Very fascinating. Good to know, I guess. And this one is better, right? Save her spell +2, armor class 1. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, so if Aerie equipped the arm leather, even though she's able to, she can still cast her cleric spells, just not her wizard spells. I guess it's the same for armor never gets rid of cleric spells, which druid spells count as. So even though she normally wouldn't be able to use it as a druid, it doesn't actually disable her spells. Cool. Very cool. Which means it might be worth it to give, at some point, Viconia just a single level as a fighter, just to allow her to wear... Wait, no, I think as a clerics can actually wear armor, though, so that might not be an issue. But, actually, wait. Yeah. Clerics can at least wear up to mail. Oh, wait. That's right, I don't have my, Archmage robes anymore. I guess that's not an issue then. Though I am kind of curious as to whether they actually are better than the Archmage robes.
This is the land of mercy.
I should double check what the Archmage robes actually added. Right, so the Archmage robes were like, I think 5 AVC, and they gave you a little bit of extra saves. So these are as good as the Archmage robes in AC, but they don't give you the saves, but instead they do give you, I think, more magic resistance. But the casting speed improved by 4, that's really something. That is not to be sneezed at. How much are they? 28,000. I want them. I would still have over 20,000 gold. Yeah, I'm taking them. I'm taking them. Robes of Vecna. Might as well sell that two-handed sword while I'm at it. And I think the kneecapper. Though it is really good against giants. Maybe I should keep it in case I ever run into giants. I guess I can keep it around for now. I'll forget I have it, though, when I face said giants. Alright, and last but not least, I am going to buy one of those shortbow +2s. If I see it, there it is. Yeah. This will put me in the red, though, for my 20k. But it's worth it for Yoshimo. And with that, let's put on our robes. Oof. -3. That's what I like to see. Actually, I'm curious about something here.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's been a long time since I checked. Put ghost armor on. And then... Okay, that's kind of what I thought. It doesn't actually stack, but it does give me a nice base. So even if I get dispelled, or I haven't put it on yet, you know, I'm not just so easy to hit. Good to know.
Give me some direction. I'm waiting. I hope this is worth it.
Too bad they don't show up here.
Yeah?
Oh, and before I forget, shortbow. Where did I put it? There you are, Aoshimo. +2. While we're here, should we just go ahead and see Quail? Yeah, why not?
What can I do?
Uncle Quail, it is good to see you again. Is everything all right? You sent somebody to ask me to come. Eri, it is always good to see you again. And yes, I did ask you to come. With Artorias and his friends, I think you can help me. Or one of my friends, rather. I'd be happy to. Which friend are you talking about? No one you know of, my dear. A lass I met in my earlier days, when I happened to find myself in the outer planes. Ooh, is she elemental, or divine, or hellish, perhaps? That's a long story I won't get into. Or I guess she could be from, like, Purgatory, or one of the neutral planes. She is here in Athkatla, and has herself in a bit of a bind. She wrote me a letter asking for my help, but you and Artorias may be able to help more than I. I'd be happy to help her, Uncle Quail. That is, if Artorias thinks we have the time. What do you think? I mean, we have a lot on our plate, but I think we can set aside a little bit of time for her. For you, rather. It wouldn't hurt to see if we can help out. There's no rush on such a thing. If you find the time, all good. Her name is Rayless Shy. She can be found at the Playhouse beneath the Five Flagons Inn in the Bridge District. The Bridge District. Have I been there yet? If you can't help her, well, then you can't help her. But Rayless is a dear heart, and it would do an old gnome's heart good if you could try. I'd be happy to. I'm for Eri. I'm sure we can find some time to at least speak to her, Uncle Quail. Any idea what her problem is? I hope so. It's been good to see you again, dear one. Be safe. Well, let's head out then. We'll make our stop there at some time.
I'm willing.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't been to the Bridge District. At least if that's what that blue outline means. Before Yoshimo, let's head to the graveyard for the funeral.
Hello there.
Miss Nalia, allow me to show you to the funeral. Yep. Do you want us to stay behind, or... Nope.
Hello there.
They are waiting for you upstairs. Let's head in. You ready, Nalia?
I'm there.
Is that the Lady Tandalin Avum? I actually don't know her. I don't think she's the person that was kind of mean in the mansion. I guess let's talk to Hirgen Stoneblade.
My time is quick, so be brief, commoner.
Fuck you. Wait, that's not who I thought I talked to. I talked to Lord Milsad Donderbeg. Strange that more have not come to the funeral, though the market has fluctuated lately, and many nobles are absorbed in their figures and books. Still, though, I would have hoped they could have made time. Oh, Nalia, I quite agree. He may not have been the most cutthroat of businessmen, but your father deserved respect. I mean, I feel like that makes him deserve respect more. Thank you for that, Lord Donderbeg. My pleasure, my dear, though the honor to say such is mine. I hope I can aspire to gauge my integrity by comparison to your father's. You always were one of the more understanding of my father's friends. I thank you, my dear. Now go, and don't let the dark cloud above this place seep into your heart.
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
Not the time for that, Stoneblade. Unless you were saying you need to drink your sorrows under the table. Damn ye for dying, Arnis. You still owed me a keg and a hunt since me last visit. To your health, wherever you are. Can you still say to your health when they're dead? Banshee, is that you? Who would know my nickname? Little Nally Nalia. Nally Nalia. Oh, you are a sight for my eyes, I tell you. Oh, but Gully, I am sorry for what has happened. Don't be sorry. My father would love that you came. You scare the nobles something fierce. I can probably see that. That I do, and rightfully so. Someone has to liberate the people beneath the yoke of the nobles. Soon comes the time to strike. Banshee! Hee. Look at him squirm around the room. Oh, I don't mean nothing, but they don't know that. I mean, isn't that kind of what you want to do, Nalia? Thanks, Banshee. You've made me smile. Then my work is done for the 10-day. I will leave on this good note before we start to crying and backslapping. If you must, Banshee, safe travels. Aye, I gotta. May your heart and troubles be light, Nally Nalia. Aw, what a sweet little relationship. Let's see, who's next? Minister Adelaine? Right there.
I welcome you with outstretched hand.
Welcome to this place for somber occasion. Mingle and celebrate the life of Lord Deonis. He would have everyone speak as equals. It was good of you to come, Nalia. I know your father would have appreciated it. I hope so. I'm sure quite a few of his business partners could do without seeing me. What, they don't like you? They may well be, but today is not the time for such things. We are celebrating a life in this place, and all grievances should be put aside. They better. I will try, Minister Adelaine. Again, your father would have appreciated it. Wander and speak with the others, and talk of how you felt about him. I have told everyone else to do as much. Your father would prefer the honest talking of friends over pre-written speeches. Right. Let's go with the Lady Tandelaine of
Stand where you're at, peasant.
What? Did you not just hear him about talking as equals? Lady Tandelaine of Oh, Lord Deonis did fraternize with some colorful company, I must say. Not what I would expect from a gentleman's funeral. You do realize I am the lord of that mansion now, right? Of that estate. Not just the mansion, but the entire estate. Oh, Nalia, I have heard how you have been in dreadful straits since your father's death. I can only imagine the horrors you have endured. She's been in some scrapes, but we've kept her safe. And she's kept us safe. Miss Tandelaine, I'm not sure what you mean. But my dear, the wandering like a gypsy, oh God. The company you have had to keep, Isaiah has painted quite the unsavory picture. Yeah, I guess, I don't remember. Isn't that considered a derogatory term for them? I feel like they were, for that ethnic group, I don't remember. I do remember that they are generally derided upon. Or have been in the past. Oh, he has he? He talks far too much for my comfort, Miss Tandelaine. If you would excuse me. Of course, my dear. I wish you peace. Isaiah Ronal. and Lord Farthington Rowanall. I assume father and son?
Nalia, my dear, I have been worried sick about
Oh, right, you're the one who wanted to marry her.
Oh no, it's Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Let's get out of here.
Why did I put an N in there? My eyes are just betraying me. No, no, do not turn away. It has been so long since I've seen your face. So regal, and, a bit dirty, actually. Have you been slumming again? Naughty. Dude. Kindly place a cork in it, Isaiah. I do not slum. Foppish fools looking for a thrill slum. I help people. Of course, one must have one's little hobbies, but it is just about time you honored our, agreement. The honor of your house is at stake, you recall. How about not? My home has a new head that owes you no allegiance. Do such agreements carry beyond the death of the makers? No, a master of weapons may assume title to... You know well as I do that the arrangement is a fabrication. My word, you have brought them here? This orc is ruling your house? Ridiculous. Careful, or this orc will put his sword through your neck. The only reason I don't is because I'm not chaotic nor evil. No more ridiculous than you forcing the issue of this betrothal. No, Isaiah, I will not marry you. Above all else, I do not find your company enjoyable. Oh, mic drop. You may be entitled to ruin your own reputation, but I will not have you dragging me down as well by denying what is mine by rights. There's nothing yours by rights. I will not stand for it. Was that a threat? You had best stop short of intimidation tactics. I do not put up with such things. Precisely. It can speak! Nalia trained you well. Oh, did I provoke you? Your reaction will be violent, no doubt. On your first move, I shall have my guard cut you to buddy. I think I'll cut your guard to pieces. I mean, there's a chance he could kill me, but... What is going on here? Who are these... Oh, hello, Nalia. My deepest sympathies to you this day. Your father was a fine man. Well, you're at least a little more, civil. A little more, refined. There's a word I'm looking for. Thank you, Lord Rowanall. He would be pleased to hear such praise. Stop this Lord Rowanall business. I will not have such formalities. Farthington is my name along, friends. Farthy is out of sight of the missus. Farthy, if out of sight of the missus. Yeah, I like him. Much better than his son. Lord Rowanall, you are a positive cad. Yes, well, oh. Is it true your home has been overrun by barbarians? My guards will have your home and safe in no time. There are none finer. No, I took care of that. I fear you are misinformed, sir. No, with my father's death, it was best to defer to the weapon master that saved the keep. You know the old customs, don't you? Of course, a fine tradition. I know many a name that was started in that way. The cursed words of Meron, for example. I'm glad to see you follow. Thank you, father, but it is not that simple. Yeah, the apple seems to have fallen far from the tree. It is not that simple. Nalia made a rash decision, and will sort it out shortly. Aren't the cursed words downstairs? Give them my best. Quite, all my best, my dear. Isaiah, what have you told him? That I was run off and afraid to go back? Is that how you intend to take control of my home, my life? I will not have it. Nalia, Descend further into these whims of yours, and you shall be a laughingstock. Come now, our combined names would carry quite the weight. What do you say? You really don't deserve anybody. Anybody at all. Lady, peasant, rock, dirt, squirrel. You don't deserve any of them in your life. I say, take your name and eat it. I'll not be your puppet. You tell him, Nalia. Do not anger me, Nalia. I can help or hinder. I've done it before. You don't seem to understand who you're dealing with. This is the heroes of These are the heroes of Baldur's Gate you're talking to. Now that was a threat. I'm watching you. Best hope I don't find something I don't like. Understand? Kindly turn your eyes downward. Your gaze makes me feel unclean. As for your threat, no, you're the one who made the threat. You should really know whom you are addressing before you do such things. I'm addressing a piece of shit, if I'm not mistaken. I've been very careful not to smear you on my boot. If I wished a scene, I would have you flogged where you stand. For now, I will leave this be. It is unfinished, however. What a douche. Wait. Wrong event. Here we are. At the funeral, Nalia ran into the son of Lord Roanal, Isaiah. Yeah, I like Lord Roanal. Just his son is a douche.
Sorry for that extended exchange, but he is such a bounder, such a manipulating, such a... Oh, to Hades with the manners. He is a complete bastard, and calling him that insults bastards everywhere.
I agree. I thought piece of shit might have been insulting to what I passed this morning. Has he always been that driven? He's quite intent on enforcing your betrothal. He did it before. Yeah, what is that about? Hey, it would be quite, but no, it would be miserable to marry him. Yeah. He did say he could help or hinder, and he'd done it before. What was that about? I'm very curious. What is that? What does any of it mean? That he is a rounder? And that were he not the son of Lord Roanal, I would think him capable of anything short of the criminal. I think he'd be very capable of the criminal. This has been too much to take in. Let us get away from here and away from him. Lead on. Of course. Now reading this again. Nalia live up. And quite angry at her continued refusal. There is more to his demands than meet the eye. No doubt this is not the last we've seen of him. I wouldn't be surprised if he set the trolls in motion. Actually, don't recall if they mentioned... I remember they were set in motion by someone. I can't remember if they revealed the identity. Lord Farthington, let's talk to you directly.
I'll heed no churlishness, peasant.
Lord Dearnice certainly kept varied company. I recognize very few people, least of all yourself, if you would excuse me. Well, he's still nicer than a son. And with that, let's call this funeral finished. Sorry about that exchange, Nalia.
This may be a bad time or not, but you asked a question of me, and I brushed it aside. I would speak of it now, if you still wish to hear.
Well, I didn't want to press it if you wanted to remain silent. I did, but it is not important enough to keep aside. I'd rather such things be talked of openly. I know much of you, but you know little of me. Right, just that you were a druid and married to, well, you know. You asked what made me seek the Harpers or similar service. I mean, the Harpers are a noble calling. I was made aware of what had come before, and what still happened outside of the forests. I came to the Druids after my family died during a king's fall. I wonder which king and where. No, I am not royalty, and neither do I grieve. I do not feel their loss in that way. But I was angry that a life was taken from me, even though I still live. It had happened far from the grove, but I brought the conflict there in my manner. I decided that the balance needed help beyond the forest, or it would eventually fail there as well. Simple reasoning, I suppose. I suppose so. I don't know why I didn't wish that known. I don't know. Maybe I thought such a history was unimportant by the standards of others such as yourself. I mean, it is a reason a druid would leave a forest, I suppose, in search of keeping the balance. It is your experience, and you have done much with it. I see nothing trite here. I thank you for those words. I find myself drawing strength from you in our close quarters. It has been a great help. I'm sorry. We should continue on. Of course.